Welcome to the final part of part 3 of What If Zuko. So recap. So he was like, he didn't know what love is, and he thinks that the reason why that they chose to date Bakugo is because they really like him more than Zuko, and so that's why Zuko ran away. The and he stumbled into a cave and warm, and then he got superpowers, like basically, and he did, or like through all that stuff that he did, he still has the quirk called unlimited imprisonment thing. So yeah, and then so he becomes a monster, like a Doomsday Zuko. Became, or he ran towards the USJ to help the students, and then all the way to where we are at now. So we're at the dorms. Zuko was talking to the recovery girl, and he he just wants to like give someone a good smack around, to take his anger or his frustrations on. So that's why, as the recovery girl says, yeah, we have punching bags. So if you want to be a pro hero, yes. So then, yeah. So basically, Zuko, who was tired, or no. So when he got hum hum, and like he goes um as the class 1A and 1B, or were so worried about him. So they went and came and checked on him. The the as during that time, Ochako and Pony went and, or like, they had their secret meeting thing between both of them, and she told Zuko, or no, she told Pony that let's date them both, or let's date them together. As Pony agrees, he is with it, and so they like both came in to check on him, and like he says, and hey guys, sending you two around to check on me. How's that dating with? I'm gonna go. Oh, you still will remember that. Well, we actually, Bakugo already knows that me and her and him are pretending to be dating to make you feel jealous. But now, me, so me and you, and Pony and I decided we just stopped doing that because after we saw you in your monster form, and since after you disappeared, we start to get worried. So we stopped doing that. And yeah, so the picture of, you know, as, yeah, Zuko, oh, is, is like he's so embarrassed. Yes. So yeah, he was so embarrassed that even like Ochako and Pony are like being like romantic to him, and yeah, basically Zuko, or so both her and Pony decided. So he decides to go join Zue with them, and they do. Of course, Nezu walks in, and they, of course, Nezu tells him that they aren't going to join UA. Yes, they they in as he says, I'm really still upset about the Quark Doctor lying part, but other than that, I'm good. Hey, huh? So the and based off of what the recovery girl did, the Quark testing, like the you actually have something that I had never seen inside of a human before. That would be a quirk called unlimited imprisonment. Never seen it before. So that's why, hmm, yes, I have rights to be mad, right? Yeah. And the quirk doctor, yes. Huh. As Midnight's like, yeah, you basically, as she says, yeah, when, sorry. So when you get your frustrations out on the punching bag instead, okay? As he says, okay, okay. So then they come to the training courses, as he says, how about do some rope her like quirk test. So as he wrote down really fast as he was done with it, and then robot part, he says, This is gonna be fun. And as he says, as he comes in full swing, and like he basically beats around 0 pointers, or no, 1 pointers, 2 pointers, 3 pointers, like they were just, as he's feeling a lot better. And when he took his frustrations out, but still, one thing that still burns him is he he has this weird feeling of it might have done it to someone else. As my own one hint says, don't worry. I know you have that burning thing too. But if you want to just knock him out or like kill him, go right ahead. Ezuku just straight up says, okay, to just, I won't let anyone, as he says, I won't let any of us get happen to that world. So he jumps. As he was at the hospital, he asked one of the nurses where the quirk doctor is, and he's like, he's and because his power, like because of multiverse thing, if someone lies to him, they get turned to stone, like cobblestone, or yeah. So he goes, walks into, who was it, the quirk doctors, as he goes downstairs, as he says, huh, one, or this is going to be two, and then number one is downstairs. As he basically blew up and the pro heroes were there, they evacuated everybody because they know how big he's going to get. Heck, when he's laying down with his tail straight out, he is like super big. So, yeah. So then, yeah. So Zuko, who, as the court doctor says, why are you hunting me down? Because to revenge of those people that you use as experiments. Like Kirigiri is your experiment. And in the alternate timeline that I'm really angry about is you should be ashamed of calling yourself a doctor. Where you, as as he shows the memories of dead bodies, including his own, as the quirk doctor starts to tear up as he couldn't believe what he has done. And he created an abomination that could kill everyone. So he grabs the quirk doctor's neck as he grew to size of a, yeah. So he destroys the hospital. He he did kill all the Nomus. And Zuko just and holds him up as he says, I know that I won't allow anyone like you to experiment on poor or not poor people. They don't, or I don't want anyone like you to be he experiments on others as he wants to kill him so bad. But Ochako and Pony and the pro heroes are like, wait, Zuko, as he turns around. And it was Asashi. As he says, I know that you want to take your revenge on him for lying to, you know. Yeah. Okay? And so that's what the reason. As he eats the quirk doctor around like a little rag doll. As he feels much better. As he sets the quirk doctor in the little box thing. He transforms back. I feel much better now. As everybody's like, good to have you back, by the way. Yeah. So they did the. So now he became a pro hero. He got up on all of his work and all that stuff. Huh? So yeah, Zuko ends up. It was finally time for Ochako and Pony to straight up because they were dating him technically. Not to Bakugo, but then of course both of them had 20 kids. Or no, not 20. 6 kids inside of their stomach. Yeah. And basically, a yeah. And yeah. So the basically Zuko Zumi or no, Zuko got married to Pony and Ochako. So then all three of them. So, but Zumi got married to, of course, Bakugo and Todoroki. Of course, Todoroki, when they first met on during the school time thing, like during a couple years ago, like at the age of 5, I believe, or no, at 8 after, yeah. So Todoroki and Bakugo were trying to fight each other for who would be the father and or first person to be a father or husband to Zumi, as Zumi he says to them, I don't care. I would rather date both of you. Um, as both of them were like, yeah, okay. So then, yeah. So then he ends up having like 12 kids in her body. Because, yeah. So the kid ends up, or so there was 6 boys and 6 girls. They all have different colored hair. Some have green, some have blue or white, and some have red, some have yellow, or like tannish color, like the Bakugo's hair color thing. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, yeah. And it just now reminded me of the blooper one, the the first episode of the blooper one. But this one, I said blooper, and in the number 2 one, in the second universe, Zuko was trying to get together with Ochako, oh, to breed with her, but ends up, or actually, Pony decided to snatch him away. And yeah. And so I have seen her like get pregnant thing. So she ends up. So she tells Zuko, because it was a parallel universe where every time you do that deed, you are now legally married to them. So yeah. So she did the deed to him, technically. So now she is married to him. And Bakugo, or of course, Ochako walks over to Zuko, tried to breed with him too. But Bakugo snatched her and did the same thing. So, yeah. I don't know why. That just popped into my head. And, yeah. Everything in between. So then, yeah. So do you like this what if Zuko had the power, or the multiverse power, or because my original plan for the part 1 thing, my original plan was that after Zuko like did that thing, like he left and he went down a tunnel and found a crystal thing, the court doctor sent his clone on to go and tells him, you must be a lucky one, hun. Mm. As a monstrous version kills the clone version and goes on a not rampage, but more like he goes right to the hospital, goes digs down and finds a real one, and kills him. But I wanted to make it more family friendly. So yeah, not just beat down Hein. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so that's why, hey, the so this is just a fill-in part. So yeah, so the blooper one, yeah, and in that one, in that alternate timeline, Pony tells Zuko that he needs to take responsibility for her, like taking care of her, and of course Bakugo tells Ochako that now it's my responsibility to take care of you, because she couldn't even stand up on her legs, and so she was like crawling, and so she was like, this is the brain dead and Ochako that we're talking about. So yeah, of course they were at 16, or actually, yeah, somehow. So then he basically, in the name, so, and my, plus this is also the adding bonus thing. Of course, Ochako, or actually the funny part was, it doesn't matter how many times you date with somebody, or does it matter if you do the deed. So yeah, so Ochako, and of course Pony were, as Zuko was wanted to hang out with Ochako, but then that happened, but he still could, because well, every time you do that deed, you can have multiple wives. So Bakugo can't believe that and plus it was, so actually Bakugo in this timeline, he says, I don't mind you doing that to Ochako. So yeah, Ochako, or so Zuko does it to Ochako. So basically, Bakugo and Zuko are husbands, and Ochako and Pony are now the wives, like twinsies, basically, in the same family. So yeah, so they had a lot of kids. So basically, that's what happened. Now we already did a fill-in part. So, yeah. And my original plan was that was Zuko. Um, okay. So, bye bye. Peace out, y'all.